Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel, and today we're gonna be making an abundance and self-love and glow up jar. You can get a jar anywhere, literally. Like, I got this from Daiso. It was like $7. Yeah, basically this is not gonna work if you don't fully have the intention for it to work. If you have any doubt in your mind, this isn't gonna work for you. So, and it's okay if you if you don't practice magic, or if you literally haven't cast a spell ever in your life. That's totally fine. And if you're looking to, dabble in magic, then this would be like a good introductory video for you, because I will be going over the things that we're going to put in this jar and what they symbolize and how it's going to make your spell effective. So before you cast any spell, like, everyone must know that you must do a protection spell and you need to protect yourself, and also you need to cleanse the jar. So it's as easy as burning some sage in a bowl and just, letting the smoke hit the jar and cleansing it from any bad energy or any negativity. Isn't that cool? I don't know if you can see the smoke in there. You probably can't see it, but it's pretty cool. All right, I already cast the spell earlier, and this is like some leftover sage, and my entire room smells like sage. It's like horrible. So now that your jar has been cleansed, there's still some smoke left in here, but see, that's what I mean. Like, there's still smoke left in here and it's not leaving, and it's cleansing itself, and then you get to use the sage smoke, so then your spell is protected and it's efficient when you're— oh my god, this is cute. I literally just left it here because I don't know what to do. My entire room's gonna smoke up now. But also, let me show you guys. I have one spell there, one spell there, one spell there, and I have a little tiny offering here for Saint Expedite. And I have a red candle going, and I have all my ingredients here that I'm about to talk to you guys about. All right, so let's get started with the spell. The first thing you're gonna want to do is you want to layer it in a certain way where it works in your favor. So the first layer is going to be just regular salt. Why salt? Because salt is going to— oh my god, there's smoke coming out. I don't know if you can see. Look at that. So salt is going to prevent from any leakage, and it's going to build a solid foundation for your jar, your spell. Make it pretty thick, honestly. Salt is really good for protection as well. Alright, I think that's enough salt. Okay, so the salt is going to shield the energy, protect the energy, and make sure— if you're doing this for money as well, you could do this for money, it depends on whatever you're going to write on the bay leaf, which we'll get into in a bit, in a couple steps after. But it's going to prevent money leakage as well. And it's just a good, solid, foundation? All right, next up we have rosemary. And rosemary is really good for mental energy, and it's good for preventing doubt. And again, we're grounding and protecting. And I think this is a good amount. Actually, we'll do a little bit more rosemary. Rosemary and salt are going to protect and ground your spells and work in your favor and make sure that it's efficient. And the rosemary is going to clear any doubts in your mind, and it's going to give you mental energy that you need to fully put your energy into the spell. All right, that was protection and grounding, and now we're going to move on to the sweet part of the spell. It's going to help draw in positivity and magnetism, and it's just going to sweeten you overall, because you have to be sweet to attract sweet things, right? Like a sweetening spell. I have a sweetening spell. God, I need to show you guys my sweetening spell in a second. So what you're going to do is you're gonna take a little bit of sugar. Guys, we reuse jars, okay? Every single jar we reuse. My sweetening spell jar was a jar for jelly. So you're gonna take some sugar, okay? You're going to simply add it to the jar. And while you add the sugar to the jar, you're gonna think, I am going to attract everything sweet. Oh my God, it's spilling everywhere. You're gonna think everything I attract is sweet. I am sweet. I sweet talk myself. Everything is sweet to me. I draw and pull in positive things, and everything in my life is positive, and I am magnetic to things that make my life easier and better and more abundant. That's what you think whenever you put in the sugar. All right, next up, you want rose petals. And honestly, it can be any rose petals. I use white rose petals sometimes. I have a white rose flower like drying up on my bed. But for now, we're just gonna use red rose petals. And these are just gonna gently attract love energy. And it's just going to amplify the love and the sweetness that you're gonna get in this world, because roses are sweet. Roses are a symbol of love. Roses are a symbol of acts of kindness and sweetness. So while you put the roses in here, you think to yourself, I will give myself acts of kindness, and I will attract sweetness, and I will attract many kind gestures in my life, and everything is going to work out in my favor. That's what you do when you put in the rose petals. And look, it's really pretty too. Well, we're going to shake it up later, but you know, it's really pretty. Take a photo of it like before you shake it up, but I'm gonna add in one more, you know, because I'm beautiful. So now you could do this as like a self-love and abundance and wealth. So to add on to that, we're going to grab some cinnamon sticks. Why? Because cinnamon, we have cinnamon sticks and we have ground cinnamon. Cinnamon is going to ignite the speed. This is gonna ignite the speed of your spell. Cinnamon is for like fast. And cinnamon, if you want anything to come true, if you want quick results, you use cinnamon. Okay, like if you want like effective immediately, you know what I mean? Well, it really depends. You just have to fully trust with your heart and you have to have a full intuition. So for the cinnamon, you're going to get fast money and opportunities and fiery confidence. You're going to all of a sudden see opportunities come your way, and you're going to just have this like radiating confidence, and then you're going to be like, wow, like this just came out of nowhere. Didn't come out of nowhere, it was the cinnamon. Okay. You're going to add ground cinnamon, and if you want, you can add a cinnamon stick in there as well. Perfect. This is just going to speed things up for you, honestly. You know, it's a great way to speed anything up. I sprinkle cinnamon dust on any of my spells that I want results from. You know what I mean? If it's like a binding spell, like a sweetening jar or a sweetening spell or anything, you don't really need to add cinnamon. Like sweetening spells, like it's more of like your full trust in the spell, you know what I mean? And you know, like my first sweetening spell I've ever done, I got results within 24 hours. It was a sweetening spell with like a cup of tea, and I put honey in there and I drank it, and I did a meditation, and within 24 hours I got results. And honestly, like as soon as I did it, like I was crying. I did the meditation and I felt it through my heart. And I think because that I did the visualizations, and because I truly felt what it was like if that were to come true, it came to me really fast, because I was sobbing. I was like weeping tears, and it came true. So, and then when I went to wash the mug and I went to the kitchen to like, you know, wash the mug, it fell and it broke, which sealed. I was panicking for a second. I was like, oh my god, it broke. What if like the spell didn't work? But then apparently it like sealed the spell. You know, I'm not saying break your jar or whatever, but like, you know what I mean? Like watch out, like there's signs. So next thing you're gonna want to add to the jar are just a couple of cloves. This is going to give you like a little boost for like your own self-confidence, and it's just gonna like protect you, and it's gonna give you drive and motivation. So if you like have any goals in life, like if your goal is to like glow up, if your goal is to like earn more money or whatever, this is gonna give you more confidence, and this is going to give you more motivation. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what the clothes are useful for. They're for protection and for motivation, just for like whatever you want to achieve. Now here are the final couple of steps. You want to grab bay leaves, okay? They can be dried, they can be like regular bay leaves, whatever. And depending on whatever you want to attract the most is going to be the color of pen that you're going to use to write your affirmations on the bay leaf, okay? And let's say I want to attract, what's the first pen I find? Red, okay? Red is for love. Let's say I want to attract love, self-love, okay? Like lately, maybe you just haven't been loving yourself, or, you know, you want to find a potential romantic partner, or you just want love in general from people around you. You're going to grab a red pen. Green is for money. Black is just for like grounding yourself, I guess. Like it could be for anything. Blue is for, I think, prosperity, and you can look it up. Honestly, like I wish I had you know, I'll insert like a screenshot right here so you guys can see like the different meanings for like different kinds of pens. And then like even candles, like the candles that you light, there's a different meaning to them, you know what I mean? I have a pink candle right now in the color of the power of Venus, and I have, how that hurts, I have red for love and for Mars, because yeah, well, when I casted the spell a couple of hours ago, it was under the power of Mars, and then now it's in the energy of Mercury. So I mean, they're both red. So, but in general, this is for love. You can also carve whatever sigils you want into, you could do it into the bay leaves, you could do it into the wow, I'm talking a lot. I kind of know ball, guys. Okay, you can carve it into the candles, you can carve into the bay leaves, or whatever affirmations that you do. For example, like over here, this is a travel spell, and this is for safe travels and fast travels in my favor. And then this is a spell I cannot disclose, but you know, this is another sigil as well, and I'm pretty sure in there is a sigil. And, or no, I am so sorry, I think I literally just, like, this just clicked in my head. I think it's called a rune. I think sigils are something different. It's a rune. I am so sorry. So there's like a lot of different kinds of runes and like purposes for them, you know what I mean? So yeah. All right, let's get into what we were getting into. Oh, so you guys, look at my earrings. They're like swans. I think I showed you, I don't know. They're like cute swans, you know what I mean? It's very like honeymoon coated. And then I have like this right here. Don't mind this, I like, you know, burn myself. But yeah, these are like the pieces of jewelry I've been loving lately. I don't like necklaces. I just don't like anything on my neck. Like it overstimulates me, you know what I mean? I like a loose neck. I also like my neck to be exposed. I feel like nothing should be covering the neck, you know what I mean? But I've been loving this so far. I thrifted a watch. I do need to show you guys that. It was Dolce & Gabbana. It's so cute. It's really so cute. Okay, we're getting off topic, guys. Okay. Bay leaf. Ooh, this is a nice bay leaf. Look at that. Perfect for writing affirmations. So what we're gonna do, you can grab a couple and you can write different affirmations on there if you have a little bit more space in my jar, but I don't. So you're going to write whatever you want to write, whatever you want to attract, whatever you want to cast. You can even, if you are, and I don't really suggest casting spells on others and messing with other people's free will. And I know you guys have seen like the spells of like, oh, if you write his initials and your initials and like a heart, and then you like spit on it or whatever, and then you spray your perfume and you kiss it 3 times and you put it under your pillow, it's gonna work. I guess that works. That is kind of witchcraft, but like at the same time, just don't mess with like, cause you never know who, like, you don't know this person, you know what I mean? It's not like you've spent your whole life with this person. So I don't suggest casting spells on anyone. I suggest casting spells on the universe and you and your timeline and the energy around you to shift and to align you with what you deserve at the time. Because what if you do make him obsessed or bind you with him, or her even, like whatever, and then you can't afford to have someone in your life at the time, or you're still working on yourself, or they turn out not to be the person that you want them to be. You got to be careful with these things. So the best spells to do are spells on yourself and just on the universe in general, and everything works out in your favor. Okay, since this is like the color of love, we're gonna do self-love, and we're gonna write here, I am glowing, I am beautiful, I attract love, I love myself. And I've done this multiple times before, and I don't know if you guys can tell, it works. You know what I mean? I hated my life. I think I spoke about this like on another video or whatever, like me coming out of my depression, but I don't like opening up about that. But yeah, like once I started doing, not like witchcraft, but like once I started like just doing affirmations in general, it helped me get out of my depression, and it really did work. You know what I mean? I do work on, like, I find myself waking up every day looking good, getting dressed for myself, because I have affirmed it. You know what I mean? And might as well just protect it and seal it, right? So what did I write? We're gonna repeat it, okay? I am glowing, I am beautiful, I attract love and care, I love myself. I am glowing, I am beautiful, I attract love and care, I love myself. And then if you have a mirror, bonus points if you have a mirror. Look what I got from Daiso, guys. It's so cute. Okay, so you're gonna look at yourself in the mirror and you're going to say these things. You're going to say, like, you can even, if you take a green pen, you can write money flows, I am abundant, I am rich. And then if you want to write a certain amount of money that you want to bring into your life, make sure to always add a plus. If you want like $10,000 by the end of this year saved up or whatever, you add plus. Never just 10,000, because you could get more, okay? Never less. Anyway, you look at yourself in the mirror, you say whatever you wrote down. I am glowing, I am beautiful, I attract love and care, I love myself. I am glowing, I am beautiful, I attract love and care, I love myself. Okay, now you put it in and you think that this is what's going to, like, you know, make it come true for sure. God, how do I freaking put this in? Be mindful of this, you guys. Be very, very mindful. Okay, I think we're gonna do that. Please don't break. Please don't break. Chat, what do I do? Oh, boom. Twisted it. Perfect. Okay. So think to yourself, this seals the deal. Okay, look at how pretty. Oh my god, I wish I could remove this sticker. Can I remove this sticker? Also, you guys, you could be doing these spells, you could be casting these spells, and you could be playing like frequencies in the background. Like you can do 432 hertz, you could do 528 hertz, you can do 999, 333, whatever's your lucky number. But also look up those numbers, what they represent, what they mean. You could do subliminals, you could do affirmations, like actual word affirmations in the background, or you can just play whatever music you like. I have a playlist. I have a witchy playlist. I will link it down below. It's not my own playlist, but it's one that I found. I like to play because it gets you in like the witchy mood, you know? Like, must be the season of the witch. Okay, and also, before you cast this jar spell, make sure to light whatever candle you're going to drip on top of it. If you're going to attract money and abundance, you light either a purple, white, or green candle. Or I already like mentioned before, like what they're for. And you're going to drip it on top because that's what we're about to do. Okay, you're going to take the cover and you're going to visualize everything working out. God, can you freaking get in there? Everything working out in your favor. Everything works out in your favor, and this is going to seal it. So it is. Okay, now you're gonna take whatever candles that you lit, whether it's red for love or pink for love and harmony and beauty. Pink is for beauty, I think, mostly. Red for love, white for, you know, anything. Honestly, white is like the default candle. Don't do hexes, guys. You don't need a black candle. Don't hex anybody, like, unless you like practice that. But like, if you're just like, you know, I think I'm like an eclectic witch, I think that's what it's called, or like a baby witch or something, I don't know. I don't do hexes, so, or glamour witch, glamour. I don't know, guys. I'm still reading like this like book about it. I'm still studying, so I guess I'm a baby witch. I don't know. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put it in my bowl that like I light my sage up in and stuff. There's cinnamon in here as well. There's rosemary. So I'm gonna put it in my bowl, and then I'm gonna take pink wax for beauty, and I'm gonna drip it over like this, beautifully. It's gonna spill. It's going to seal it. Right? Cute. Now we're gonna take red wax for love. I attract love. All right. And there you go. You now have a self-love and abundance jar. And this is going to give you abundance. This is going to give you self-love. You're going to glow up. You're going to attract opportunities and money. And, you know, this will not work unless you don't fully trust it. And now the rosemary is going to clear any doubts, obviously. But then if you are not that like tuned in with yourself and with your feelings and emotions and your life around you, then it's going to be really hard to erase any doubt. I truly have no doubt that this is going to work. And because my spells have worked before, so obviously I trust in this as well. I trust that I'm going to gain more self-love. I trust that I'm going to gain more abundance in every aspect of my life. And you should tell yourself this too. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was a little bit informational for my, you know, baby witches out there, like, as well, because I know I'm still a baby witch, but I have some knowledge. If you're just like looking to dabble in, like, you know, spell work or whatever, if you want to attract anything, yeah, because I was just like gonna cast a spell today anyway, and because it's a waxing gibbous. Is it a waxing gibbous? Yeah, I think it's a waxing gibbous. It was a waxing crescent a couple days ago, so it's a waxing gibbous right now, and I am menstruating. So I tapped into that energy because whenever I'm menstruating, you know, like whenever you're on your period as a woman, like that's very, very powerful because we revolve around the moon like a 28-day cycle. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry, you guys. I keep yapping. Here's your jar. Thank you. Oh, and look, there's some, wow, okay. Wow. There's some like sage attached to the bottom, but it's so pretty. Look at it. Oh my god. So yeah, here's the finished product, and thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I think I already said that, and I think I already said I hope this was informational. But make sure to like and subscribe. Let's try to get it to 100, guys, because like, you know, I'm trying to quit my job and move to LA and live in a mansion. Yeah, but thanks so much for watching, and please put in the comments what I should make next, what videos I should make next, because I'm just like going with the flow. If there's anything that I want to share on YouTube, I'm just like, oh, if like anyone finds this, then like maybe it's helpful to them, you know what I mean? So yeah, mwah. Love you guys, bye, or whatever.